Let's do two more examples of how to write write the equations of lines that are parallel to a given line when that given line is written in standard form. So here we have an example. Write the equation of a line parallel to 4x minus 5y equals 20 that passes through the point -5, 4. So the first thing that we're going to do is write the equation of a line that's parallel to 4x minus 5y equals 20. And as we discussed previously, any equation that has the same left side is going to be parallel. So our equation, an equation of a generalized parallel line to 4x minus 5y equals 20 would be 4x minus 5y equals the number c, where we have to determine what c is. So again, we're going to do the same thing we did last time, which is we're going to replace the x in the equation with the number that's in the coordinate, in this case -5. So we get 4 times -5 minus 5 times the y coordinate, which in this case is 4. So we get 5 times 4 is equal to c. And then simplifying this, we have 4 times -5, which is -20, minus 5 times 4, which is also 20, and that will be equal to c. And then putting those together, -20 plus -20 is -40, so we get c is equal to -40. And then we can go back to that generalized equation, 4x minus 5y equals c, and we're going to take that and rewrite the equation down here. Where we get 4x minus 5y is equal to -40. So very simply, we were able to find an equation that was parallel to 4x minus 5y equals 20 by just setting the slope of the equation, which is the left side of the standard form, equal to some number c. Take the coordinates of the point, the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate, plug them into x and y, and simplify to solve for the number c, and then rewrite the equation with that number replacing the c, and that gives us the equation of the line that's parallel to the original line and that passes through the given point. And so here's a second example. Write the equation of a line parallel to 7x minus 2y equals 14 that passes through the point -5, 4. So once again, we write the slope of this line. Now, in this case, the slope, just to practice m, we see that there's a minus sign between the x term and the y term, so that means that our slope is going to be positive. And so we write the coefficient of the x in the numerator and the coefficient of the y in the denominator. So we know that the slope of this line is 7/2, or 7/2. Now we can rewrite the equation. We know that this equation will be parallel. 7x minus 2y is equal to c. So in other words, we know that the parallel line will have the same slope if the standard form of the equation has the same left side as the original line. So since we have 7x minus 2y in both cases, we know these two lines will be parallel. Okay, and now we're going to replace the x and y, or substitute in place of x and y the values that are in the given point. So we have 7 multiplied by -5 minus 2 times +4 is equal to c. Now 7 times -5 is -35. And then we have minus 2 times 4, which is 8. Let me redraw that 8. That's better. Is equal to c. And so that means that c will be equal to -43. And so our final answer will be 7x minus 2y is equal to -43. So again, the idea here was that when lines are parallel, if they're written in standard form, their left sides, the left sides of the equations will be identical to one another. And then to figure out what the right side of the equation will be, we just replace the x and y with the coordinates of the given point, solve that or do the arithmetic, and figure out what that number has to be, and then from there go back and replace that letter c with the number that we find, and then that gives us the equation of the line that's parallel through the given point.